what's up everybody? It's Nicole T. Barnett. I hope you all are having a phenomenal day. I'm super excited about bringing you another book review. Today's book review is going to be Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And I absolutely love this book, love this book. It's a really great introduction to different ways of looking at your financial background or your financials in terms of how you relate to money and in terms of how you think about money. I was introduced to this book when I was 18. I was actually working at Borders. Shout out to anybody who worked at Borders. And it was actually on the bestsellers list, and I was like, this seems interesting. Let me check it out. And you know, it just talks about what the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and middle class do not. So that pretty much intrigued me, because I definitely saw myself as being someone who was going to be financially wealthy. So I was like, let me just take a look at it. And I'm absolutely glad that I took a look at it. So the first thing I really enjoyed and I really thought was really great was that Robert talked about assets versus liabilities. I'm going to just tell you about the things that I felt like that really stood out to me and I thought that were really valuable. So the first thing that he talks about that I really feel like is very poignant is understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. So I'm gonna read straight from page 45. So rule number 1, you must know the difference between an asset and a liability and buy assets. If you want to be rich, this is all you need to know. It is the rule number 1. It is the only rule. This may sound absurdly simple, but most people have no idea how profound this rule is. Most people struggle financially because they do not know the difference between an asset and a liability. So think of it like this. A liability is something that keeps taking money out of your pocket. You know, you get paid, you keep spending, spend your money on food, clothing. Those things are not going to generate a return on your investment. Versus an asset. An asset is something that, you know, the money that comes out of your pocket comes right back to you. It's like a boomerang, kind of. So basically, the rich don't spend their money on buying things that aren't going to make them money. And that is the main difference between those who are wealthy and those who are struggling financially. And we're all guilty of it. If you didn't grow up in wealth, you're guilty of it, you know? It's really until someone kind of brings it up to you that you're like, oh, whoa, I didn't even know, I didn't realize. But let me make a difference. Let me try to change this. Let me do something about that. So that's what I loved about this book, is that it opened my eyes to seeing even the mindset that it takes in order to be wealthy. Thinking about your relationship to money. So the second thing that's really awesome about this book is he talks about paying yourself first. So when you get a check, the first thing that you should run out and go do is set up a bank account. If you don't already have a bank account, have something that you know that you are not going to be able to touch, right? Take the money from your usual bank account, automate it, put it into a new account, and don't look at it. I love that he talks about paying yourself first, because that's the seed money that you will use to make your investment. And it doesn't have to be a huge amount. It can be $5, it can be $10, it can be as much makes sense to you at the moment. But as long as you're starting it, that's the thing that is really important. So the third thing that I absolutely love that he talks about is, boom, taking action. What? That's what this is all about. Taking action on your life, taking action in thinking about financial literacy differently, taking action in making sure that what you set up for yourself, for your family, for your future, that it makes sense, that you're not just sitting at home wishing things were better and not actively doing something about it. You know, so taking action is, you know, what my blog is all about. What my vlog is all about. It's all about moving forward. It's all about what we can do, what books are going to be helping us on this journey to success. You know, making sure that we're all kind of in the circle and in the loop about, you know, what are the strategies that are working for people, you know, and these are not things that I'm personally coming up with. These are things that are in these books, you know. It's so important to make sure that we're opening our minds to different possibilities, opening our minds to new ways of thinking. Because if you don't, like E.T. says, if you change your thinking and you change your world, you change your thinking and you change your financial outcome. You change your thinking and you open up the doors to new possibilities. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, if you just put away $10 from every single paycheck, that will make a difference. Take that money, invest that into something that will make a difference. So, get your excuses out of the way. Make sure you're moving forward. I have 3 more things that I absolutely love about this book. It's going to be on my blog. Check it out. Check out my website. Guys, I love you, and I just hope that you all find value in all these books that I'm reading, because I'm finding so much value in them, and I'm excited about, you know, really sharing them with you, and you know, being on this journey. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I hope you got value. I hope you comment, like, share, and absolutely subscribe. Peace.